I'm a transgender woman. My pronouns are she, her, and I will only accept those pronouns.
If you're a woman, then I'm the real Donald Trump. China, China, China. So yesterday, SPY was able to maintain its recapture of the 200 daily moving average, guys. I tell you this, trading it yesterday was not that good, okay? It was not that good. You guys see the daily chart candle, a very tiny, doji little candle. You see on the 15-minute chart how it just chop up and down. That 575 level was like a magnet. Broke below it, broke above it, broke below it, just chopped. This thing was like the equilibrium level. But I tell you this, if we got to look at the context, sometimes when you can't look at the price because there's not much price action, you got to look at the context. And when we look at that daily chart, we can see that the 200 daily moving average was respected as a support. So that tells us at the very least that the market makers are recognizing this moving average. All right. Bit disappointing to see the chop. And if you guys were long, we did have, let me show you guys what I wrote in Discord. 575 is support, and if it holds, and 577 clears, 580, 582 or higher in play. The bull case never played out yesterday. It was so choppy. If 575 fails, back test of 573.5 in play, and below 572 and 570. You can see on the first candle of the day, SPY broke down 575 right here, but it went as low as 573.94. Didn't quite go down to my 573.7-ish level, but it did go down around the 200 daily moving average before bouncing. Did not hit my 577 level. There was just not much volatility to hit the targets I was looking for. Now, the breakdowns of 575, which it broke down again, was decent. If you were scalping, it broke it down, hit 573.7-ish finally before it recaptured right here. But I tell you, not much of a trading day when volatility is super low, the range is tight. Okay, there's going to be days where you're going to have some red days or more difficult days to trade. Okay, the best thing you can do in days like this is, one, always respect your stop loss. Okay, risk management is a great thing. Risk management, it's a high level thing because most people can't do it. So if you were able to do it, you did a great job. That's something to be very, very proud of. And two, the second thing you do is work on your mindset, your perspective, your view on it. A lot of people have a negative view on respecting their stop loss because it means they lost money. But you got to look at it like this. It's paying the bills, right? In order for you to live in your house, you got to pay the electric bill. You got to pay for you to have your car. You got to pay the car insurance, right? Don't look at paying the bills as a bad thing. Okay, you're paying, you're getting a service. And because you paid for that service, the person on the other end, the person that's providing that service, is able to get money and take care of their family. Does that make sense? So paying the bill, when you look at paying the bills like that, like, hey, this person provided me with a service, right? Let's say it's your electric bill. Okay, it's pretty high. Uncle's electric bill was like over $400 last month. All right, it's pretty high. So instead of looking at it like, oh, I gotta pay my electric bill, you know what? It's like I look at it like I'm writing a check. Hey, I'm writing a check for this guy. He provided me with electricity, and I'm grateful for that. I'm thankful for that. So I'm gonna write him this check so he can have some money to provide for his family. Because of the electricity, I'm able to have Wi-Fi. I'm able to create content on YouTube and connect with hundreds of thousands of people all over the world as Uncle Chartist. And I am very grateful for that. Does that make sense? So when you got to respect your stop loss, right? When you have to respect your stop loss, remember, in order for there to be winners, there's going to be losers. So if you're on a losing trade, that means someone else is in a winning trade. Okay, ideally, right? Theoretically. So don't look at it like it's a bad thing when you got to pay the bills, because respecting your stop loss, that's exactly what it is. It's paying your bill as a trader to keep the lights on. Okay, and if you don't pay the bills, the market maker is going to come and take down your business. Okay, they're going to take down your business, and your business is your trading account. Okay, so that's what I can say is look at respecting your stop loss as a good thing. Okay, it's a good thing. It's a high level thing to do that not many people can do. So if you can do it, you should think very highly of yourself. And second thing is look at it like it's a good thing because you're helping somebody. Okay, be grateful that you get to help somebody. Okay, anyways, let's get back to the price action. Okay, overall, as usual, Uncle is going to remain bullish unless we get a false breakout setup. Okay, because lately the price action has been clearing resistant levels. It cleared the 20 daily moving average. It cleared the 200 daily moving average. And it's trying to clear the next fib level around 575 is. So unless we can break down 575 in the 200 daily moving average, which is currently around 573.9, okay, I still watch my 573.7 level. If we break down those levels, then maybe we get a pullback down to the 20 daily moving average, which is around 571.5-ish. And then I have support at 570, 568, and the fib level of 566.4. Guys, don't try to call a top. Don't just assume we're going to get a top unless we get evidence. It's like you're a detective, okay? Got to gather the evidence. And the price action is our evidence. You can combine it with other indicators, absolutely. Any indicator you want, MACD, RSI. The price action is the true shepherd. So if we are to trust any rejection from resistant, we need to see the 200 daily moving average and the 20 daily moving average fail at support. All right, it's around 573.9. I'm still watching 573.7. If we break that level down, we break down the 200 daily moving average. That should send us down to the 20 and the 570 level. Below those levels, I'm assuming we're going for the gap fill. If we're going for the gap fill, then that island reversal I spoke about in the last SPY video, invalidated, okay? As of right now, above the 200 daily moving average, I'm going to give bulls the benefit of the doubt, all right? So they need to get above. This is the bull case. They need to get above 575, which they are now. Clear yesterday's high, which was around 576.4. I had a 577 level, but the price action is saying 576.4. That's where the sell zone is. If it clears 578, 580 in play, I do have a fib level around 583.5-ish, so that would definitely be a target. Stay bullish above the 200 daily moving average. You want to get bearish again if we drop back below, okay? Triple Q is closing in on the 200 daily moving average. It didn't recapture it, but it's closing in on it. And for Triple Q, that's around 494.2-ish. Okay. So, yeah, I still have my resistance level at 493.5 and 495. So, I mean, if we clear 495, we're above the 200 daily moving average. And that should put 498, 499.7 or higher in play, guys. But keep it, just get bullish if we clear those levels, because we're recapturing the 200. Now, if we truly reject from this area, like I always say, we want to see support levels fail. All right, so I have support at 492 and the fib level at 490. If we break back below 490, Uncle Charters will go back to being bearish, and I would favor a gap fill. The gap fill is all the way down to 481-ish. I would favor the gap fill. I mean, we have a lot of levels to get through, but below 490, 488, 486, fib level of 484 would be in play, and then below 485, I think we would go for the gap fill. All right? But if we clear and recapture that 200 daily moving average, okay, 493.5 and 495 clears, guys, that's bullish. Don't argue with the price action. Here is Tesla. It's trying to squeeze out those people that hate Elon Musk. Yeah, it's still pushing up, guys. So, like I said, if you're going to short it, be tactical about it, okay? I'm not saying ignore your emotions. You're going to feel what you want to feel, but don't make your decisions based on your feelings. That's all I'm saying, because that's going to cost you a lot of money. So if you are going to go short, staying below 285 would be a good start. That's a fib level around this. Stay below 285. Break down 283 and 280. 280 being a critical fib level. If it breaks down, we most likely head back down to the low 270s. All right, below 273.6 and 270, I would be bear bias on Tesla again. Okay, right now there's a lot of short squeezing behavior. So if 285, 287, and 288.7 clears, those are resistant levels. If those levels clear, you can look to long. All right, 290, 292, 295, 296.7 or higher, back to 300 possible. All would be in play. And if you are a bearish person and you see Tesla rising up, don't just short it because you hate Elon. Because if it's rising up and you short it, you're going to lose money. Nothing wrong with staying on the sideline until the price action gives you the right setup. All right. NVDA has been low volatility as well, but you know, if it can, right now it's below the fib level of 119.5. If it can stay below and break down 118 and 117, maybe we can get some volatility back to the downside, 115, 113, and 111 in play. But if not, maybe we can get some good news, get bullish. 119.5 and 121 can clear. I want to see some volume. All right, but those are the pivot levels to watch. 123, 124.6, once again, resistant levels. Coin, continuing to bounce here. I have a fib level at 205.8. We can round it. Yeah, 205.8. Also above that, 207 as resistant. Okay, those levels cleared today. More upside is possible. Right now, it's gapping down a little bit. 204, 202, and 200 are support. Those levels fail. 197.6 in play. And below 197.6, I would favor we go for the gap fill, which is around 190. Below 190, I would definitely be bear bias on coin. All right, and here is the VIX. VIX looks like it's trying to consolidate after multiple down days. Let's see if we can get some recaptures of some levels, maybe get some volatility back. Someone get the president on the phone, tell him to make a tweet, please. But for volatility to show signs of coming back, increasing, or in other words, the VIX going back up, 17.7 and 18.6 must recapture to give you that bullish price action signal. To put 19.5, 20.8 or higher in play, guys. Stay bearish below 17.7. I have next support at 16.5. That's the next target. All right, as long as below 17.7, 16.5, and 14.7 are the next target. All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless. Remember, you guys are money magnets, and money flows to you guys easily and abundantly. Peace.